administration and athletic departments from both schools welcome you to tonight's game featuring the Saugus High School Sachers and the Big Blue Swampscott. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome, soccer fans, to Bloxage Field, home of the Swampscott Big Blue. Tonight, we have a great matchup for you. Tonight, Swampscott will face Saugus. Saugus has possession of the ball. And Sasson will save it for Swampscott. Ball goes out of bounds on Swampscott, and Saugus will get possession of the ball. Saugus kicks it down to Swampscott territory, goes out of bounds, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Pass over to Frager, taken away by Saugus, goes out of bounds, and Saugus will get possession of the ball. Ball goes down on Saugus, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. can't put the kick in. Ball goes out of bounds, and Saugus will get the ball. Saugus the throw in, taken away by Herlihy. Interfered by Saugus. Over to Burrow for Swampscott. Taken away by Saugus. Stolen by Wabno for Swampscott. And stopped by Saucy. Saucy passed it over to Herlihy. Over to Wabno. Taken away by Saugus. Taken away by Kimbrough for Swampscott. Over to Herlihy. Saugus has possession of the ball in midfield. Goes a little bit too far, and Sauson will save it for Swampscott. Sauson with the kick for Swampscott. Taken by Saugus, but brought back by Wabno. Taken back by Saugus. Again, taken him back by Wabno for Swampscott. Sauson with another save for Swampscott. Over to Herlihy. To Wabno. Taken away by Saugus. Over to Spelios. Taken away by Saugus again. Taken away by Frager for Swampscott. Saugus kicks a little bit too far, and Sauson will save it for Swampscott. Passing over to Kimbrough. Taken away by Saugus once again. Frager with the save for Swampscott. Kicks it down to Saugus territory, but saved by the Saugus goalie. Saugus gets the ball out of bounds, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Spelios with the throw in. Over to Urbano. To Wabno. To Frager. To Kimbrough. To Herlihy. Taken away by Saugus. Herlihy saving it from going out of bounds. Pass over to Constantine. Palmer, where it's taken away by Saugus. Saugus with a goal on Swampscott, making an early game score 1-0 Saugus. Saugus with possession of the ball. Stolen by Frager for Swampscott. Goes out of bounds on Saugus, and Spelios with the throw in for Swampscott. Taken away by Saugus. Ball goes out of bounds on Saugus, and Swampscott will get the ball. Hurley with the throw in. Taken away by Danvers. Saugus, my mistake. Bombing up the steal for Swampscott. Frager with the save from going out of bounds. Ball goes out on Saugus. Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Urbano with the throw in. Wabno with the shot on goal, but unsuccessful as it goes left of the net. Ball goes out of bounds on Saugus, and Swampscott will bring it back into play immediately. Saugus taking the ball out of bounds once again. Swampscott getting possession of the ball. Over to Spelios. To Hurley. Back to Spelios. Over to Camp. Taken away by Saugus. Saugus booting it down to Swampscott territory. Stopped by Wabno for Swampscott, but goes out of bounds. Over to Camp. Hurley passes it to Kimbrough. Spelios. To Constantine, bringing it down to over to Burrow. To Urbano. To Spelios. To Frager. Stolen by Saugus. Wabno with a great save for Swampscott, but taken right back by Saugus. But DeCamp is there to save it for Swampscott. As ball goes out of bounds on Saugus, Swampscott gets possession of the ball. Spelios with the kick. Gets over to Saugus territory, but taken away by Saugus. To Constantine. Over to Pittman. To Kimbrough. Over to Wabno. To Hurley, but boots it down to Saugus territory, but Saugus gets in the way. Saugus has the ball midfield. Saugus boots it, but Saugus will be there to save it for Swampscott. Saugus rolls it over to Spelios. Saugus gets in the way, goes out of bounds, and Swampscott will get the ball. Spelios is throwing. Ball goes out on Saugus once again, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Swampscott brings the ball back into play. To the camp over to Wabno. Taken to Pittman. Taken away by Saugus, but brought back by Wabno. Whistle is blown, and Saugus will get possession of the ball. Saugus boots down Swampscott territory, interfered by Constantine. Over to Kimbrough. Ball met Frager by the Saugus territory. Frager shoots a little bit too high over the net, but goes out of bounds, and Saugus will get the ball. Saugus goalie bring the ball back into play. Taken away by DeCamp for Swampscott. Over to Constantine. To Kimbrough. Taken away by Saugus. Boots it down to Swampscott territory. Saugus with another goal, making it a 2-0 lead. Swampscott with the ball. Spelios passes it over to Frager. Saugus kicks it out of bounds, and Swampscott will get the possession of the ball.
Saugus scores, scored by number 9, Nicholas Alves.
Spelios with throwing over the Kimbrough. Saved by Frager. Over to Wabno. Taken away by Saugus, but Wabno with the save for Swampscott. Saugus tries to take it back, but Pittman's there to stop it. Saugus tries to take it back. Bo Bono's there for Swampscott. Saugus has possession of the ball in midfield. Danvers, Saugus slips up, and Frager will get the ball for Swampscott, passing over to Kimbrough. Over to Burrow. Back to Kimbrough. Give up with a shot on goal, and a successful breaking the 2-0 lead, making it 2-1.
Swampscott goal scored by number 17, James Kimbrough.
Saugus saving it from going out of bounds. Buck slowly goes out of bounds, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Early he passes it to Constantine. Saugus boots it down to Swampscott territory. Saugus with the throw in. Stolen by the camp for Swampscott. Early here with the throw into Constantine. DeCamp boots it towards midfield, but brought back by Saugus. Spelius with the kick over to Frager. Frager with the kick to Kimbrough. Taken away by Saugus. Saugus boots it down where Sauson will save it for Swampscott. Will just let it roll out of bounds. Pass the ball to Frager for Swampscott. Frager pushing possession to the ball towards Saugus territory. Pass over the Burrow. Burrow has possession of the ball, but slips out of his possession by Saugus players, and Saugus goalie will save it. Saugus has possession of the ball. Saugus throws the ball back into play. Takes it down where Spelius was saved for Swampscott. Taken back by Saugus. And Sauson will save it for Swampscott before Saugus players get down there. Sauson with a boot towards center field. Bobno with the kick over. Saugus will steal it for Swampscott. But Wabno's there to take it back over to Frager. Spelios. Taken away by Saugus. Saugus boots it down near Swampscott territory. Goes out of bounds, and Swampscott will get the ball back. Frager passes it over to Wabno. To Early. Over to Constantine. Over to Pittman. To Camp. Taken away by Saugus. But saved by the Camp. Early has the ball for Swampscott. Saugus seals in the midfield. Saugus boots it down. Goes out of bounds, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Hurley with the throw-in. Over to Spelios. Back to Hurley. Over to Burrow. Kimbrough, taken away by Saugus. Early with the save. Puck goes out of bounds. Saugus with the corner kick. Saugus with the save for Swampscott. The ball goes up, and it goes into the bleachers out of bounds. Saugus with the save for Swampscott. Saugus with the kick to center field. Pass to Kimbrough where be stolen by Saugus. Saugus kicks it out of bounds and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Swampscott with the throw in. Over to Constantine. To the camp. To Hurley Heat. To Pittman. Saved by Saugus for Swampscott. Saugus with the kick to midfield. Burrow tried to save it, but unsuccessful as it goes out of bounds. And Saugus will get possession of the ball. Hurley to center field, where it's taken by Saugus. Saved by Kimbrough for Swampscott. Over to Urbano. Back to Kimbrough. To Frager. A whistle is blown, and Saugus will get possession of the ball. Saugus boots it down to Swampscott territory. Saved by Saugus. Over to Hurley. Hurley passed over to Spelius. Goes a little bit high. Kimbrough tries to get to the ball, but Saugus goalie will beat him there. Whistle's blown and Saugus will get the ball. Hurley rushing to the ball, making Saugus kick it out of bounds. But the officials will call it that it'll be Saugus's ball. Kimbrough with the save from the corner kick as well goes out of bounds. Another corner kick by Saugus. Goes a little bit too far away from the net. But Pittman will be there to save it for Swampscott. And it seems that we lost some visual. We'll have it back up in a second. The score has not changed. 2-1 Saugus. Saugus takes and seals it away from Swampscott. Kimbrough takes it back, but stolen right back again by Saugus. Saugus with the save from it, going out of bounds. Frager with the possession of the ball for Swampscott, taken away by Saugus immediately. Saugus with the corner kick. Unsuccessful as it goes out of bounds. My mistake, not out of bounds as it goes far away as Saugus saves it for Swampscott. Saugus with another kick. Unsuccessful as Saugus saves it once again. Austin kicks it to center field. Stolen by Saugus. Taken back by Wabno for Swampscott. Over to Frager, where will go out of bounds on Saugus. Spelios with the throw-in. Stolen immediately by Saugus. But Hurley, he's there to take it back for Swampscott. Over to Palmer. To Constantine. Back to Spelios. To Frager. Stolen by Saugus. But goes right straight to Constantine. Ball goes out of bounds on Saugus, and Swampscott will get the ball. Spelios just throwing over to Urbano. Urbano passes it to Constantine. A little past Hurley, but Hurley saves it. Stolen by Saugus. Taken back by Swampscott, but it's taken right back to Saugus. Constantine with the save for Swampscott. Over to Hurley. Bounces off a Saugus player and stolen back by Saugus as it goes out of bounds. And Swampscott will throw the ball back in. Hurley with the throw in. Stolen by Saugus. Saugus boots it down, but Pittman will be there to save it. Over to Hurley. Saugus boots it down to Swampscott's territory, where Sauson will grab it and save it for Swampscott. Sauson tosses it to Hurley. Stolen by Saugus. Saved by Pittman for Swampscott. Hurley passes it over to Urbano, goes out of bounds, and Saugus will get possession of the ball. Saugus with the throw-in. Saved by Pittman for Swampscott. Saugus with the throw-in. Nearing Swampscott territory. Pittman with the save, but goes out of bounds. Saugus with the corner kick. Goes a little bit too far, but Saugus saves it. Spelios with the kick to Kimbrough in center field. Stolen by Saugus. Saugus boots it down towards Swampscott territory. Where it's stolen by Constantine for Swampscott. Goes out of bounds on Swampscott, and Danvers will throw it back in. Wabna with the save for Swampscott. Passes it to Burrow. Goes off back one of the player's legs. Stolen by Saugus. Goes out of bounds on Saugus, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Early he passes it over to Constantine. Over to Burrow. Back to Constantine. Stolen by Danvers. Saugus, my mistake. Saugus boots it down to Swampscott territory, but goes out of bounds. Saugus still has possession of the ball. Stolen by Constantine for Swampscott. Taken back by Danvers. Saugus, my mistake. Swampscott with the save by Kimbrough, but taken away by Saugus. Pittman with the save for Swampscott. Goes out of bounds on Saugus, and Swampscott gets possession of the ball. Swampscott with the throw-in. Saugus instantly kicks it out of bounds over the gate, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball again. Swampscott with the throw-in. Constantine with the kick. Stolen by Danvers. Taken back by Spelios. Saugus with the throw-in. Taken away by Pittman for Swampscott. Early with the kick. Goes past one of the Saugus players. Burrow with the save for Swampscott, bringing it down towards Saugus territory. Burrow with a shot on goal, unsuccessful as it goes left of the goal and out of bounds. Saugus will get possession of the ball. Saugus steals the ball. Taken back by Hurley for Swampscott. Over to Kimbrough. Urbano with the kick. Stolen by Saugus. Brought back by Bailey. Wabna with the kick, but goes out of bounds. Saugus will get the ball. Constantine with the save for Swampscott, stolen by Saugus. Saugus boots it down towards center field. Where Hurley the save for Swampscott, but stolen by Saugus. Wabna with the steal over to Constantine, taken back by Saugus. He passes it over to Constantine. Taken away by Saugus. Brought back by Wabna for Swampscott. Saugus once again taking it away from Swampscott, bringing it down to Swampscott territory. Saved by Sausten. Early Hay passes over to Burrow. Urbano. Constantine. Over to Palmer. From Palmer, pass it over to Spelios. To Frager. Back to Spelios. But stolen by Saugus. Ball goes out of bounds on Swampscott. Saugus throws it back in. Wabno with the save for Swampscott. Saugus takes it back. Tips it. Rolls back towards Sawson. Sawson saves it for Swampscott. Gimbo with the save for Swampscott. Pass it over to Urbano. Urbano with the shot on goal. Unsuccessful as the goalie saves it and makes it go left of the goal. Swampscott with the throw-in. Blocked by Saugus. And the ball goes out of bounds. And Saugus will get possession of the ball. Saugus goal, he kicks it. Taken away by Wabno for Swampscott. Over to Kimbrough. Taken back to Wabno. Spelios kicks it left of the goal, goes out of bounds. And that'll be the first half. Swampscott 1. And the score being Saugus 2, Swampscott 1. Second period of second half of action underway as the time resets, but the score stays the same. Hopefully we can get some more scores in here. Burrow passes to Hurley. Whistle's blown, and Swampscott will get the ball. Palmer with the kick. Stopped by Saugus. Wabner with the save for Swampscott. Over to Burrow. Ball goes out of bounds. Whistle's blown, and Saugus will start off with the ball. As the score stays the same, Saugus 2, Swampscott 1. Saugus boots it down towards center field. And Frager will stop it from going out of bounds for Swampscott. Taken away by Saugus. Saugus bringing it down to Swampscott territory. Taken away by Pittman for Swampscott. Taken away once again by Saugus, bringing it down to Swampscott territory. Pittman with the steal for Swampscott. Saugus with the throw in. Stolen by Palmer for Swampscott. Goes out of bounds, and Saugus will get possession of the ball. Saugus with possession of the ball. Early, he steals it for Swampscott. Over to Burrow. Kimbrough. Kimbrough kicks a little bit too far, but Hurley will be there to save it. Hurley with the shot on goal unsuccessful as Saugus' goalie will save it.
Up.
Saugus with possession of the ball in midfield. Burrow with the steal for Swampscott. Over to Hurley. Past Hurley, he's stolen back by Saugus. Hurley, he once again with the steal for Swampscott. Over to Kimbrough. Kimbrough boots it down to Saugus territory, where Saugus' goalie will save it. Saugus' goalie kicks it down towards center field. Stopped by Hurley for Swampscott. Over to Constantine. Taken back by Saugus. Saugus in Swampscott's territory. Palm with the boot down towards near midfield, where it goes out of bounds. And Palmer with the kick. Stolen by Saugus. Well, I don't know if the save for Swampscott goes out of bounds, and Saugus will get possession of the ball. Early here with the possession of the ball for Swampscott. Passed over to Kimbrough. Stolen by Saugus. Over to Pittman. To Constantine. To Palmer. To Hurley. Saugus with the steal. Saved by Burrow for Swampscott. Burrow with the save from it going out of bounds. Stolen by Saugus once again. Swampscott moving, Saugus moving the ball down to Swampscott territory. Pittman with the save for Swampscott. Saugus with a shot on goal is unsuccessful as Sawson saves it. Gets out of Sawson's hands. Saugus with another shot on goal unsuccessful as Sawson tips it to the right. Over to Kimbrough. To Constantine. To Palmer, but goes out of bounds, and Saugus will get possession of the ball. Saved by Palmer for Swampscott. Passed over to Constantine, taken away by Saugus. Palmer with another save for Swampscott. But whistle's blown, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Palmer with the kick for Swampscott. Center field. Interfered by Saugus. Constantine takes it back over to Hurley. Taken once again by Saugus. Swampscott boots it to center field, stolen by Saugus. Camp with the kick over to Hurley. Over to Constantine. Constantine boots it. Over to Kimbrough. Puck goes out of bounds. And Saugus will bring the ball back into play. Ball goes down on Saugus, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Spelios with the save for Swampscott. But Saugus steals it right back. Saugus boots it down the field. Past his teammate. Goes out of bounds on Saugus, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Early Heat with the throw-in over to Constantine. Spelios with the save. Whistle is blown, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball back once again. Camp with the kick for Swampscott. Stolen by Saugus. Taken back by Wabno for Swampscott. Stolen by Saugus. Swampscott getting the ball away from Saugus. Goes out of bounds. Saugus with the corner kick. Saved by Kimbros and Burrow. Burrow with the slide saving for Swampscott. Saugus gets back possession of the ball. Boots it down to Swampscott territory. Saved by Sir Sawson. Sawson with the kick. Go over to Spelios. Goes out of bounds and Saugus will throw it back in. Constantine with the steal for Swampscott. Over to Frager. Taken back by Saugus. Saugus kicks it a little bit too far, and Sauson grabs for Swampscott. Ball goes out of bounds on Saugus and Swampscott. Swampscott with the attempt to throw in, unsuccessful as it rolls out of bounds, and Saugus will throw it in. Saugus kicks it a little bit too far. Swampscott territory, and Sauson will save it for Swampscott. Sauson with the kick for Swampscott. Stolen by Danvers. Taken by Wabno for Swampscott. Stolen back by Saugus. Burrow with the kick for Swampscott. Taken away by Saugus. Saugus boots it a little bit too hard and too little to the right, making it go out of bounds, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Swampscott with the kick in. Burrow with the save for Swampscott. Back to Burrow from Constantine. Saugus tried to steal it from Swampscott. but taken back by Burrow. Burrow bringing it near Swampscott territory, pass it over to Kimbrough. Stolen by Danvers. Brought back by Burrow. Over to Pittman. Pass to Frager, stolen by Swampscott. Hurley with the save for Swampscott. Saugus boots down near Swampscott territory. Saved by the camp for Swampscott. Stolen by Saugus. Early with possession of the ball. Over to Burrow. Saugus boots it down to Swampscott territory. Where it will go out of bounds, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Saugus with the kick for Swampscott. Over to Frager. To Urbano. Urbano bringing it near Saugus territory. Kicks a little bit too far, and Saugus will get the ball back. Saved by Burrow for Swampscott. Whistle is blown. Constantine will kick it for Swampscott. Constantine with the kick. Goes over. And goes over the net through the field goal. 3-point conversion is good. But goes out of bounds for Swampscott, and Saugus will get possession of the ball. Swampscott with the throw in. Goes a little bit too far and out of bounds. Saugus will get possession of the ball. Saugus with the throw in. Constantine steals it back for Swampscott. Over to Wabno. Stolen back by Saugus. And Sawson will grab it for Swampscott. Sawson with the kick for Swampscott. Over to Burrow. To Constantine. To the camp, to Hurley. Back to Burrow. Back to Constantine. Back to Burrow once again. But interfered by a Saugus player. Constantine with the slide, saving it for Swampscott. Over to Wabno, but whistle is blown. And Saugus will get possession of the ball. timeout is broken up and score stays the same, 2-1 Saugus. Saugus has possession of the ball. Taken away by Wabno for Swampscott. Goes out of bounds and Swampscott will throw it back in right away. To Obrano. Burrow with the throw in over to Kimbrough. Constantine. DeCamp boots it. Stolen by a Saugus player. Interfered by Swampscott. This ball goes out of bounds and Saugus will throw it back in. Saugus is throwing. Go past his players. Boots it to Swampscott territory. Ball goes left of the goal and out of bounds, and Swampscott will get possession of the ball. Austin with the kick. Ball bounces off a couple of Saugus players and goes out of bounds. Swampscott will throw it back in. Spellios with the throw in over to Wabno. Taken away by Saugus. Ball goes out of bounds and Swampscott will throw it back in. Saugus with the kick. Bringing it near Swampscott territory. Taken away by Wabno for Swampscott. Stolen back by Saugus. Saugus kicks it a little too far up over the net, going out of bounds, and Swampscott will get possession of the goal. Will get possession of the ball. My mistake. Spellius with the save for Swampscott. Stolen by Saugus. Goes out of bounds.
Good pressure, Isaac. Go up there, Noah.
And referees say Saugus will get the ball. Saugus with the kick. Goes a little bit too far. But Saugus saves it from going out of bounds. DeCamp with the save for Swampscott. Pass over Hurley, where Hurley boots it past center field. Taken back by Saugus. Saugus passes it over to Kimbrough, stealing it for Swampscott. Taken back by Saugus. Taken back by Hurley for Swampscott. Over to Kimbrough. Kimbrough kicks it a little bit too far. And Saugus goalie will save it, having Saugus get possession of the ball back. Camp with the save for Swampscott. Taken back by Saugus. Interfered by Wabno for Swampscott. Saugus throws it back in. Instantly taken away by Swampscott. By LaRocha. Over to Kimbrough. Goes a little bit too far past Kimbrough and gets back by Saugus. Saugus was saved from it going out of bounds. Saved by Palmer for Swampscott. Over to Kimbrough. Pass over to LaRoche. LaRoche kicks it too far, and Saugus goalie will save it. Saugus goalie kicks it a little bit too far, and DeCamp will get it for Swampscott. Saugus getting back the ball. Wabno will save it for Swampscott. Passing over to Kimbrough as it goes out of bounds, and Saugus will get possession of the ball back. Saugus steals the ball back from Swampscott. Danvers with a corner kick. Goes a little bit too far over. Going out of bounds. Swampscott gets possession of the ball back. Camp with the kick for Swampscott. Taken away by Saugus. Saugus kicks it a little bit too far. But Hurley, he will save it for Swampscott. Going between Saugus's legs. Taken back by Saugus. Palmer with a great headbutt to get the ball away. Saugus with a great shot on goal save. Saugus with another great save. The ball possession back to Swampscott. Saugus kicks it to center field. Taken away by Saugus, but brought back by LaRocha. Saugus kicks it and takes it back. Palmer with the great save for Swampscott. Taken back by Saugus. Once again taken back by Wabno for Swampscott. Wabno boots it down the field to Saugus territory. And Saugus goalie will save it. Saugus boots it down the field to Sauson. Well, he'll grab it for Swampscott. Pass it over to Hurley. To Urbano. Back to Hurley. To Constantine. Saugus will steal it from them. Goes a little bit too far past Saugus, and Kimbrough will get it for Swampscott. Oh, to Burrow. Back to LaRocha. Stolen back by Saugus. Saugus boots it. He saves it from going out of bounds. Slips, but keeps possession of the ball. As Wabno steals it from Swampscott. Taken back by Saugus. Saugus kicks it a little bit too far and goes out of bounds.
Go up, Noah. Go up, Noah.
Saugus with the corner kick. Unsuccessful as it goes right of the net, out of bounds. Swampscott getting possession of the goal. Ball pass over to LaRocha. Constantine goes out of bounds, and Saugus will throw it back in. Ball goes out of bounds once again, and Saugus will throw it back in. Saugus boots it down towards Swampscott territory, and Sauson will grab it for Swampscott. Bringing it right back into play. Taken away by Hurley for Swampscott. Passes over to Urbano. Goes out of bounds and back to Saugus's possession. Saugus boots it towards Swampscott territory, but Sauson will be there before Saugus, the player. Urbano will be there to get it from Sauson. Pass it over to Wabno. Hurley, interfered by the Saugus player, but Hurley takes it back for Swampscott. Saugus boots it back. Constantine will kick for Swampscott. But goes right of the net, out of bounds, and Saugus will get possession of the ball. Ball stolen back by the camp for Swampscott. Over to Frager. Back to Constantine. To Wabno. Over to Spelios. And he goes out of bounds, and Saugus will throw it back in. Palmer with the save for Swampscott, taken back by Saugus. Dawson with the save for Swampscott. The kick goes a little bit too far. Stolen back by Saugus. But Burrow's there to take it away from Swampscott, from Saugus' goalie. Kimbrough's there. But Saugus' goalie will save it. Shot on goal is denied. Goalie kicks it high. And goes out of bounds over the fence and into the bleachers. And Swampscott will throw it back in. Over to Wabno. Spelios. Frager. Back to Wabno. Back over to Wabno. Frager. And interfered by a Saugus player. Kimbrough's there to take it back. Spello's there to save it from Saugus. Over to Kimbrough. Constantine. Take it away, and it goes out of bounds. Swampscott with the kick. Stolen by Saugus. Taken away by Palmer for Swampscott. Over to MacArthur. Pittman. Over to Urbano. Saugus boots it to center field. The camp will headbutt it, stealing it away from Saugus. Over to Hurley. Stolen by Saugus. Taken back by Hurley for Swampscott. Kimbrough's. Camp boots it down. Urbano will pick it up. Saugus boots it down near Swampscott's territory. Goes out of bounds. And MacArthur's there to take it back. Over to Spelios. Stolen by Saugus. MacArthur steals it back. Swampscott. Goes a little bit too far, and Spelios is there to take it back for Swampscott. Stolen back by Saugus. Saugus boots it down in Swampscott territory. But Sawson's there to save it for Swampscott. Kicks it down the center field. Stolen by Saugus. Early there with the save for Swampscott. Saugus steals the ball right back. Saugus with another save for Swampscott. Saugus passes it over to Kimbrough. Hits it a little bit too far. Saugus goalie will save it. And that is the game with the final score being Saugus 2, Swampscott 1.